Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil. We are back with a brand new chapter of Record of Ragnarok, chapter 57. I'm hyped, you're hyped, we're all hyped. Good shit is about to happen in round 7, Qin Shi Huang versus Hades. The round has officially started. Two rulers in their respective classes. This is exciting. This is very exciting. I'm still hoping we get the army versus army fight that I'm hoping for, but who knows? Maybe we get a traditional 1v1 Record of Ragnarok banger. We'll have to see. Last chapter was pretty damn sick with Qin Shi Huang introducing his Voland and what that means and what his armor manifestation, all that shit is going to be like. It has like 5 different forms. I don't quite understand yet how it's gonna work, if it's gonna be like some Shulk type buffin type action going on, or is he actually gonna be able to manifest different weapons similar to Buddha. So we're gonna see. The big buff that Hades has had so far is that he combined his Bident with the Trident of Poseidon to get a fucking Quident, I don't know, some shit. He's got a cool staff. I'm hoping he gets to use some water abilities. We'll see if that happens, but very early in the matchup so far. I'm just excited to get some more information, some more lore, some more action in what's gonna happen in this fight. Maybe we get a backstory chapter today. Maybe we get some more action. Who knows? Whatever's gonna happen, it is exciting. I don't know if I'm ready yet to put a prediction on who I think is gonna win this matchup. I definitely like Qin though. I like him. I think he's good. I think he's a good character. He has that not reluctant. He has that no shits given OP protagonist vibe. That's the vibe I get from Qin Shi Huang. So we'll see. I hope he does live. But man, Hades is some comp. That's for sure. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens in this round. I'm excited. Without further ado, chapter 57, Record of Ragnarok. Let's read this shit. Before we start, I got to give a shout out to my boy Ped's new Reddit page, Reddit of Ragnarok. He's been making a banger Record of Ragnarok colors since day one, and you guys probably know him. He's been active in the community for quite some time, so they have a new Reddit page. I'll leave the link down below if that's your type of shtick. Now let's get into the fucking chapter. Record of Ragnarok, chapter 57. Qiyu or Qiyu, I'm pretty sure it's Qiyu, across the myths and records of ancient China. Wait, a being who has appeared in various forms across the myths and records of ancient China. Qiyu. All right, so this is gonna be the Qin Shi Huang chapter, isn't it? It's gonna be his little backstory chapter. Okay, I'm cool with that. That's exciting. That's exciting for sure. In the Shanghai Jing classic of mountains and seas, he's an ox-headed monster with 4 eyes and 6 arms, and in the Shu Yi tales of strange matters, he's a god of battle with a bronzen head and an iron brow who consumes metals and stone. A beast. He's a beast, right? Is this a beast? Okay. Is this going to be about how my boy Qin Shi Huang slayed the beast? Maybe. Let's continue. Let's find out. Meanwhile, to the people of and around the state of Qi, he was revered as the god of war or of militaries, who invented the 5 tools of war: the crossbow, the sword, the halberd, the spear, and the armor. Okay, my boy Qin Shi Huang's weapons. But is this really the truth? Nay, it's not the truth. We got a bunch of people over here praying or meditating or some shit. What's going on? I didn't do the page counter. I apologize. In China, kings do not become kings. They were permitted to be kings. Giant beast type by the demon god Qiyu. All right. Giant fucking demon. Nice. Great. What's going on here? I don't know. I don't quite know. I don't quite understand. Okay, let's keep going. As is written in the Shi Ji records of the Grand Historian in the 26th year of Shi Huang, 220 BC, the king of Qin brought about the unification of all China. Right, we know this. From thence he embarked on a royal tour to the east, during which he ascended Mount Tai alone, performed the rite proper only to those monarchs who had received the mandate of heaven, the rite of Feng and Shan. Okay. And did homage to Qiyu, God of militaries. So he's the god of militaries. Okay. Oh, dude, is he going to summon the fucking army this chapter? I would love that. But just what sort of ceremony was the rite of Feng and Shan? And just what took place at the summit of the Mount Tai? The only one who knew the truth of these was Qin Shi Huang himself. So there was like some deal with the devil or some type of shit going on, right? There was something like that going on, surely. I think so. There's a bunch of corpses, bunch of dead people, bunch of skeletons at the top of this mount, and the demon is just chilling there. Kind of looks like Hajun a little bit, doesn't he? You've come at last. Well, I guess they both got that demon vibe going on, right? So you're the king of Qin, the one who overthrew the 6 warring states. Demon god Qi Yu. So he's a demon god or a god of militaries or both? I guess he's both, right? Awfully young, aren't you? He says, as my boy Qin Shi Huang is grinning and shit. He says, your courage is admirable. All of the kings before you would tremble at the mere sight of me, but no matter. Offer up 10,000 of your people and kneel before me, and I shall allow you to rule as emperor, king among kings. Offer up 10,000 of your people. As like food? Sustenance? Is he just eating people? Is that what all these skeletons are? I guess so, right? That definitely fits the demon script, doesn't it? So a sacrifice. I've already seen to that. What clever thinking. He throws the body at him. Just one body. You're going to need 9,999 more of those, aren't you? Throws the body at him. What's up with the demon? He's surprised. Grabs the dude by the hand. Oh, he's got like 4 hands. Cool. What is the meaning of this? This figure of clay. Terracotta, even, one would say. Is this it? Is he going to summon the army now? It'd be fucking sick, man. It would be so sick. It'd be so sick, dude. ... The soil of Qin is most delicious. Eat to your heart's fill, he says, as he eats the clay statue. Disgusting, the demon says. This is interesting. Very interested. So, little man, you still fail to see, do you? Without my divine admittance, you will never control China, as all they up till now have submitted to me. So ought you, he says. He says, boo how. I disprove, he says. I gotta work. I gotta work on my China. I gotta work on my Chinese. I really do. Not good. No bueno. Not at all. What? Your face, your voice, and your attitude. The demon is surprised. Before I kneel to one as hideous as you, I'd choose death, he says. Impudent whelp. Do you understand that you say this to a god? Bold of you to call yourself a god, you man-eating beast. All the kings before me were not kings, he says, as he strikes a fucking Qin pose, right? What's up with that? I'll defeat you, he says, and become the king where it all began. You fool, cease your insolence, he says. Qin Shi Huang versus Qi Yu. Their slow but steady deathmatch continued for 6 whole days. So they fought for 6 days until my boy Qin Shi Huang destroyed the demon, defeated his ass. Demon god Qi Yu defeated. Yes, he was. All right, so my boy is pretty damn strong. Defeated a demon. I got some in my eye. Ow. Defeated the demon god, Null Voland, and I mean he's a demon, right? So he's pretty damn strong. So his base form must be pretty damn strong, my boy Qin Shi Huang. Interesting. I probably won't put this demon up to, Record of Ragnarok in the fucking tournament, level. But it's still a demon. It's still strong, man, right? It's still strong. So give some props to my boy Qin Shi Huang. At that moment, the history of China passed into the hands of man. How, he says. H-A-O. Okay. In the 28th year of Shi Huang, the king of Qin performed the rite of Feng and Shan atop the mountain Tai and took on the title of Qin Shi Huang. The end of that flashback. What a nice flashback that was. Back to the fight. Wow, that was awesome, says Gaul. I can't believe he sent Hades flying into the fucking wall. Let's go with his little reflect ability. Let's see what this Volan is all about. But what was that move? What just happened? That would be the techniques which Qin Shi Huang mastered in the midst of his battle with Qi Yu. The ultimate martial arts derived from 5 different fighting styles, which he named Qi Yu. Sword, spear, armor, crossbow, halberd. Yes. So it's not the actual Voland. It's just his fighting style, right? That's what I'm getting at here. His Voland isn't going to be able to change forms. It's just his fighting style. So the Voland is the armor. So technically, we haven't even gotten into the Voland yet, right? I think that's what I'm understanding right now. We haven't even got to the Voland. Cool, cool, cool. It's just like back then, before I even realized it, he'd thrown me. And that human did the exact same thing against Hades. But still, just what sort of technique could strike him like that? From what I could see, he deflected the energy of Hades' attack and then immediately sent it back to him. Well, that's easy to say, but I don't know of any human, any god even, who could pull off such a feat against Hades. Reflection, right? It's broken, it's overpowered. Stay tuned. Which means Hades just took his own sheer power. Yup, that's busted for sure. Still willing to fight Lord of the Netherworld, Hades versus Qin Shi Huang. Well, you don't want to talk so much shit, right? Because you know he's going to pull out some necromancy. So stay tuned for that. Qin Shi Huang, was it? Tell me one thing. What in your eyes makes a king? He says, oh, we're getting philosophical now. We're getting philosophical. Let's go. A king, he says, talking his shit. One who never doubts, never yields, never relies, and always stands as the leader of his people. That is what makes a king, he says. All right. Hades is like shocked. He's like, no, it's like power. He's going to say some cliche shit, right? He's going to say power makes a king. Bet he says that. He starts laughing maniacally and shit. What booming laughs. I've never seen this from Hades before. Me neither. As he's laughing out loud and shit, he is hysterical. So is my boy Qin Shi Huang. They're laughing. They're having a good time. This is great. The vibes are high. Everybody's laughing hysterically and shit. This is great. Even the crowd is laughing, I think. I don't know what's so funny. What's the joke? I don't understand. What's the joke? Did I miss the joke? So, what did you find so funny, he said. You remind me of someone I know all too well. I do. Yes. What's he going to say? My brother Poseidon. No, I don't know who he's going to say. We have no need for armies. He was more noble than any other god. No need for betrayal. More steadfast than any other. And no need for support. And the god most worthy of the title of king. Of course it was Poseidon, for sure. And he's gonna, spout some vengeance type shit. My boy Hades, the Avenger. My young brother, Poseidon, king of the seas. And I swear by his name that I will kill you right now. As his elder brother, I shan't give in to a mere king of men. Shan't. Oh, we're throwing out old words. That's for sure. All right, Hades. What do you got in your little dress shoes, your little brunch slides? What do you got? He's holding his spear so high up. What kind of stance is that? This is the I'm gonna throw this trident bident right at your skull. That's the stance. That's the stance for sure. It was an attack unleashed from an unusual stance by Hades, known for the sturdiness of his spear. I'm gonna throw this trident at you. It was not a thrust, hence, it was not a thrust, but the proper way of fighting with the spear. A fucking throw. Oh no, he's just gonna slap him with it. With all his might, the king of the netherworld, it's more like an axe, isn't it? Delivered a crushing downward swing. Smasher of earth, Persephone, Titan. Alright, is it gonna hit though? I don't know. Here we go, another slash from the boy Hades. Ki armor form. He's doing the fucking armor form. Let's go. Heavenly hand of defense. There it is. Oh no, he's going to redirect it again with that move. No, I doubt that actually. What's going on? Try to take all of this as my boy Hades is going to make some movement. King of men, he says. It's over. He's going to deflect it. He's going for the deflection. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? I don't know if it's going to work this time. Uh-oh. What's going on? What? The combined force of swinging it downward and drawing it back is too much for him to deflect. So he did some like physics type shit. He did the downward swing, but he's bringing that shit back. And I don't think my boy Qin Shi Huang can deflect that shit. Physics, am I right? I'm king of the netherworld, my boy Hades says, as he's flexing hard as shit, veins popping, all that stuff. And my boy Qin Shi Huang is just, getting sent into the ground right now. Hades, he screams. Fall, he says, as he's still trying to crush my boy Qin Shi Huang and be crushed. He says, what's going on? My boy Qin Shi Huang, I think he took the hit. He took the hit. feet in the air. I think he just took a giant ass smack to the dome. As my boy Hades gets sent flying into the air just based off the torque of the spear. What's up? What's up? What's up? As Hades just, walks away from a defeated Qin Shi Huang. Clearly, this is not the end of the round, though. Hades, you have to be smarter than that. Are you reading the manga? Hades, are you caught up to Record of Ragnarok? I don't think you are, because it's definitely not the end. As everybody looks down at Qin Shi Huang, defeated, he doesn't stand back up quite yet. Hades looks back at Qin Shi Huang, does a little pose with his spear. What's up with that? Qin Shi Huang is bleeding and shit. He's bleeding. He does a little. He's in the ground still in the ground. Everybody's like, he's dead. He just coughs up a fucking chunk of blood. Heimdall was really close to calling the round over there. Qin Shi Huang is back up. Oh, so you're still alive, he says, as he gets up out of the ground. It's sticky, soaked with blood. He says, "Boo how." His little blindfold is soaked with blood. Still willing to fight, king of men. Mao Mantai, he says. There was a translation for this last chapter. I just forgot what it means. Like I said, I got to work on my Chinese for sure. I think he's taking off the blindfold. Yeah, he's taking off the blindfold. What is underneath the eyes or the blindfold in Qin Shi Huang's eyes? I don't know. Has he got fucking Sharingans or some shit? Maybe. Now then, as everybody looks, they face each other and shit. You have all the Chinese emperors bowing down towards the boy Qin Shi Huang. What's going on? Shall we continue? King of the Netherworld, as my boy Qin Shi Huang does a pose, reveals his eyes. Is that the end of the chapter? That's the end of the chapter. So his eyes are like special or something? Or does he have demon eyes? That'd be something. Future Sight? Are we going to get back-to-back Future Sight chapters? No, probably not. And that's it. That's the chapter. All right, good chapter. I fuck with that chapter. I think that chapter was fire. That was a good chapter. That chapter was your standard Record of Ragnarok chapter after the introduction of the fight, right? We got the backstory, we got the action, we got the shifting of the balance, right? Last chapter we ended off here with my boy Qin Shi Huang being up here and my boy Hades here. Now the shift has been shifted and my boy Hades has the advantage, but obviously that's going to change a bunch of times during the fight. As my boy Hades has unveiled his blindfold with some special eyes, and you see the Chinese emperors were bowing down towards the eyes of my boy Qin Shi Huang. So his eyes are special, right? They're special in some way. So we're gonna see what kind of power they have, and what the ability they do is. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. Still no army versus army fight. However, I'm still holding out. I'm still holding out for the Army of the Dead versus my boy Qin Shi Huang's Terracotta Army. I'm still hoping out for that shit. I think it's going to probably be my boy Hades' trump card. Like, he's going to get sent flying into the wall. He's going to lose an arm or some shit. He's going to get injured heavily, and he's just going to start raising people from the dead. I can see that happening. That's what's going to happen, for sure. Bookmark that shit. Good chapter. Not a whole lot to talk about. I'm still going to drop a discussion video for sure about this chapter. Stay tuned for that at some point during this week or next week for sure. Maybe I'll drop some shorts about this chapter. Who knows? I'm a big shorts guy now. Big fan of the YouTube shorts. So stay tuned for those. Not a whole lot to talk about though. His backstory, the Kiyu. He did the armor ability again. So we haven't seen the rest of his abilities yet. I'm thinking after this chapter though, his armor ability isn't it's not going to manifest different weapons, right? I think it's his fighting style. His fighting style is the sword, the spear, the halberd, the crossbow, the armor, right? That's his fighting style. But the actual Voland is his armor, and we haven't really seen what the buff is that the Voland is giving him. Is it just going to be increased resistance? I don't know. It's usually something wacky, like what we had with Jack the Ripper being able to change anything into a weapon. Or like what we had with Raiden being able to manifest his muscles, right? So we're gonna see. It's actually interesting because we haven't had a Voland, right? We haven't had a Voland since the Raiden fight, so we haven't had that, you know, mysterious Voland ability ever since Raiden. So we're gonna see. Hopefully we get something cool, something wacky. I would love to see something. Maybe he gets, I don't know, maybe he does get Future Sight. I wouldn't like that because we just had that in the last fight. But a lot of possibilities for my boy Qin Shi Huang for sure. But guys, that's the chapter. Let me know down below, what do you think about this chapter? What do you think is the Voland ability of my boy Qin Shi Huang? Do let me know. And don't worry, we're gonna see something come out of Hades for sure. For sure. Because we've barely scratched the surface of Hades' ability. So far, Hades has just been fighting off strength, right? Just off strength, his Persephone moves, you know, swinging the trident, biting all over the place. We're gonna see some abilities from him very soon. Don't worry about that. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.